Hey everyone, James Reeves, TFBTV. Welcome to Austria Arms Action Days. I'm here with Martin of Austria Arms. First of all, Martin, thanks for having us here at TFBTV to Action Days. Tell us, what is Action Days?
Well, the Action Days are our event for the Austrian market in terms of firearms and equipment and everything which is related to that, especially also for law enforcement and military people. And also the vendors which are exhibiting here are more towards that kind of equipment. And these 3 Action Days are our own fair at our premises, where we invite a lot of companies. We represent few companies here, like Knights Armament, for instance, and that's why they're also here. And we're just happy to have people around and show them things which they're not able to see that often every day, and that's the Action Days.
I love the vibe here. Like, it's really neat where just anyone can show up. It's all centered around the best gun store, I think, in the world, Austria Arms. Like, I mean, it's truly, I'm not making that up, and I'm not saying it just because Martin's right here, but Marcus, your brother Andy, you guys just run the best gun shop I've ever been to in my 20 years of doing this. You guys are like the people for Knights Armament in Austria, right?
That's right, yeah.
One of the...
we are Knights Armament distributor for Austria. And that's why they're also here. And these guns which you see here, they are the brand new Knights Armament rifles, the KS series, which is not really available to public at all. And we're super happy to have them here. And these guns you see is like the KS-1, which just won the UK Hunter project for the UK Special Forces. KS-3, the 11.5 inch, also the new SR25 with the 2.6 mod ambi selector and everything.
I'm not wealthy enough to be a Knights guy, so like the new KS series and all that, it's kind of above my pay grade. What exactly are we talking about with these new models that's different from what has been previously made by Knights?
Well, the KS series is specially made for this UK tender for new Special Forces rifle.
Oh my God! Was that a Knights Armament?
The gun is different than the Knights rifles before because they have entire ambidextrous control with a bolt catch and bolt hold open function. So it's mirrored, as you can see here. So for instance, this is the KS-1, and what you see here is the bolt catch and, on the other side, like originally here. Now they've mirrored it entirely there. MB mag release, which was there already, but this is a very new feature. Also in terms of handguard, we have a different kind of handguard, which is the URX 6, which is a bit different in terms of mounting. And also on this rifle, which is the KS-1, you have a special barrel length of 13.7 inches. And this barrel length is not something which was chosen because someone rolled a dice, because it has a purpose. The UK SF guys, they were looking for a replacement for the Colt C8 rifles they had, and this was a 10.5 inch with a surefire suppressor, and this was the overall length which was given for the new rifle. It was a suppressed rifle, and the new rifle also has to be suppressed and should not exceed this length of the Colt rifle with the surefire suppressor, but it should also be able to hit targets at a very far distance. And that's what Knights made. They made the barrel length as long as possible to achieve that accuracy at the far distance target, but also added the tiny suppressor to make the gun suppressed to the minimum requirement. And then they also took a heavier profile barrel and dimpled it, so it has a very good structural barrel harmonic, and that's what this gun is. So in general, the gun is not longer than a 10.5 inch gun with a suppressor, but it's still being 13.7 inches.
Yeah. So you get better terminal performance, better ballistics. It's still suppressed. I mean, this is clever. They got a set of requirements, and they said, okay, how can we most efficiently implement these accuracy and range requirements while still also meeting the suppression requirements? Right. This is what came out, and I guess this is as good as it gets for those constraints.
That's right, yeah. Also, when it comes to the optic setup, they choose LPVO from Vortex, not exactly that one. That's a Razor 1 to 10. They also have a Razor 1 to 10, but a shorter one, which was specially made for that requirement. But this Vortex is just here to kind of show how it would look like. Yeah? And they also have the aim point acro on top, where you have, for close quarter engagements, a red dot, and a 1 to 10 magnification scope for, do-it-all rifle.
Right.
Purposes.
Sure.
And the gun you see here is the Knights Armament KS-3, which is almost identical to the KS-1. The only difference is the barrel length. This is an 11.5 inch barrel with a thinner profile, which is lighter, and the ambi controls are the same like the KS-1.
Can I get one of these as a civilian in Austria?
what should I say, not yet. Nobody has this gun on the commercial market yet. Also in the US, the people are still waiting for it. And if the American people are watching, no, we cannot unfortunately re-export them to the US. We already got requests for that, but Knights Armament is lagging a bit behind when it comes to civilian markets because they're focusing on the military market. And they are planning to release these guns also in the next time, I would say. Yeah, I don't know, months, years. But at one point, these will be available. And once they're available to the commercial side, we can also sell them commercially in Austria. Yeah.
Which is neat because I know that there are a lot of people in the U.S. that are trying to get their hands on Knights Armament stuff. It's always hard to get because, like you said, they have this emphasis on fulfilling military contracts, which makes them very scarce. Well, guys, thank you for tuning in to Austria Arms Action Days here on TFBTV Showtime. Stay tuned because we're going to be bringing you more. We're going to be on the range tomorrow. We've got a bunch of vendors that are here to look at, and we are going to shoot this gun tomorrow, I was just informed. Yeah. Newsflash. So I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to bringing you more from Action Days. Take care.